Gucci, my name's Nick and welcome back to another video, and two things I want to start off with. First thing is that this video is probably going to get a lot more views than my other videos. So I just want to quickly say, I'll plug it at the end of the video as well, but I do really high quality vlogs and I put a lot of time into them. So after watching this video, if you'd like to check them out, I'd really super appreciate it. And yeah, the second thing I wanted to say is, I know this tutorial and this pack are exactly what RiceGum does to edit. Oh, well, I mean TeaWap. Please don't completely copy his style. Please just create your own style, maybe inspired by what he does. And with that out of the way, let's get right into it. Okay, so there's two things you're going to need. One of them's like mandatory and one of them's like you don't need it. Really need it, but if you want to make it look good, then you might want it. The first one is the pack I'm going to leave in the description. It's got all music RiceGum uses, all the emoji pop-ups, all the sound effects, all that sort of stuff is in that pack. I didn't make everything in this pack, I only compiled it. It did take a really long time to compile, but I've left a text file in there with all the credit of the people that made the things in the pack, I guess. So when you're using some of these effects, it'd be really nice to credit those people in the description. The second thing you might want is a plugin called Sapphire by GenArts, and basically it's a lot of effects that RiceGum uses, like you'll see when I explain it to you, but if you search up on YouTube, there's tutorials on how to get it, or you can just buy it or something like that. Links in the description. Anyway, with that all said and done, let's get into Premiere. So I'm here in Premiere, and here you can see I've already edited a bit. So I'm just going to show you all the effects I've used. This is an Alfie Days vlog. I just thought it'd be amusing if I edited an Alfie Days vlog to look like a RiceGum or FaceBanks vlog, and I'm going to play for you now what it looks like.
Good morning, how you doing? Back on another trip. Literally in the last vlog I was flying back from Sweden. Today, I mean I haven't shown you much this morning because I didn't want to put too much airport footage. That looks like the coffee shop. I didn't want to put too much airport footage in, a load of vlogs in a row. Long story short, Zoe and I are currently in Amsterdam together for a couple of days.
Okay, so we're going to go down the timeline, looking at everything I've done. So here's the RiceGum editing pack that I made with all the music and stuff like that. For this one I used the instrumental to Lil Yachty's One Night. RiceGum uses it all the time, and I just put that under and cut the audio wherever I wanted. Funny effect where the audio stops. YouTubers do that all the time. That's not just specific to RiceGum. Okay, so the first thing I did was I put the music underneath, I turned down the volume, whatever, but that's just basic editing. The first effect I'm going to show you is this one with the emoji going across the screen and it zooming in slightly. You can't really see it because RiceGum usually does this effect where the camera's still, but I used a plugin called S-Shake, which comes with Sapphire. The S-Shake settings you're going to want are amplitude 1 and frequency 8. Which is the default settings, but we use different settings later in the video. You're going to want to keyframe the Z distance though. Put a keyframe at the start where the Z distance is 1, and put a keyframe just a bit in where it's however zoomed in you want it to be. At the same keyframe near the end, and then at the end add a keyframe that's 1, so it will zoom in and then zoom out. Then if you want the emoji to go across the screen, it's basically simple keyframing. You drag it in from my pack, and then you position it just off the screen and make a keyframe at the beginning. You can create a keyframe by clicking this to toggle animation or whatever, and then click add or remove keyframe. Make a keyframe at this side of the screen, and then go right to the end of your clip, go back to position and move it from this side to this side. It should automatically create a keyframe, and that will just make it move across the screen. It will fill in all the motion for you. What I also did with this, I did a sound effect. This sound effect is in my sound effects folder in the RiceGum editing pack. It's just a swoosh, and I kind of extended it by clicking R and then dragging it to make the clip longer. You can also do that by holding on this one and then go to the rate stretch tool. And yeah, that's basically it for that effect. The next effect I'm going to be going through is how I had Australia pop up when Alfie says Sweden. Basically I just got the picture and I added S-Shake onto it. Now this is very similar to what we did over here. In your S-Shake settings, you're going to want slightly different settings, probably about amplitude of 2 and a frequency of 1, because we want a bit slower movement. With the Z distance, your first keyframe wants to be like a very small number, so it's small, I guess. Then you're going to want to go a bit and make a keyframe that is however big you want it to be, I guess. Then you make the same keyframe here, and then you make a small keyframe at the end again. Now what we're going to want to do is on these three, you're going to want to right click on this one. What you're going to want to do is with these two you're going to want to change it quickly. With this one you're going to want to right click and then click ease in, and with this one you're going to want to right click and then click ease out. That'll make it look a lot more clean and not make it look like it's completely coming in really super fast or whatever. Another thing TeaWap does when he's editing, which is very simple and a lot of YouTubers use it, is when you zoom in when you're doing jump cuts, and this is just easy. You can just change the scale on a clip, so out, in, out, etc. Cut it up a lot. RiceGum's videos are quite fast paced. With the kind of shaking emoji pop up, that's S-shake as well. You don't need to do any keyframing on the Z distance. All you need to do is set the amplitude and frequency to about 2. Then it'll make a nice shaking emoji on the screen. Then here's a sound effect that I used. Then here's a sound effect that RiceGum uses, which signifies alarm. I also made this clip a bit more zoomed out, and I took away the music when Alfie realizes there's a coffee shop on the road that he's walking on.
That looks like the coffee shop.
Then we transition back into the video with a fire transition. This is included in the pack, as you can see here. Flame green screen. Basically you want to drag it onto your project. You want to cut it down to size so it's just the flame effect that you want, because if we go on here, there are many different flame effects, and then you're going to have to find the one that you want. Then you're going to want to go to your effects. This will probably be on the effects panel. I just have it set out this because I like it and it's easier. You're going to want to search color key, and under keying it will be color key. Then you're going to want to come over to key color. It should be blue. If you click the eyedropper tool and then click on the green around the flames, then it should become green. Set the color tolerance to around 140. Edge thin to around 5, and then edge feather to 0. You don't really need any feather on this. If the effect is too slow, remember, just click R, or you can go here and then go to the rate stretch tool and just change the size of it so it works for you. Don't make it go too fast or it might look a bit strange, and don't make it go like too slow because you'll get terrible frames and it won't look good. Final effect I'm going to show you how to do. This is when RiceGum buys some $10,000 shoes, and he just wants to show you that he's got all this money. So you hear a cash register sound, it zooms in slightly, and then he puts how much money the item was at the bottom in yellow usually, or he puts it in the middle of the screen. Basically all you do with this, you go file, new, legacy title, okay, and then basically you just make a title like a million whatever, highlight it, change the color to yellow, then you change the font to Arial, Arial bold, then you drag it to wherever you want it on the screen. If you want it in the center, then you can go to the center aligning bit, click both of these and it'll put it right in the center. Then after you've done that, you'll see it appears in your project. You can just drag it on. I'm not going to do that because I've already got it. Drag it on and it should appear there where you want it. Then you're just going to want to drag the sound effect on, just cut it down so it's in the right place and everything. And also while you do this, you're going to want to do the effect I showed you earlier, where you put S-shake and then you change the Z distance to zoom in. And that's about it for these effects. There are quite a few more effects. If you want to go over how he does his music videos, then please leave it in the comments below. I'd be really pleased to do that. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. As I said at the beginning of the video, I do a vlog series, so it'd be really cool if you could check that out. Click the card on the screen or description, or just go onto my channel because it's... Also subscribe for more tutorials like this, video editing, photography, Photoshop, all them sorts of things. If there's any other YouTubers you'd like me to teach you how to edit like, then leave it down in the comments. I'd really appreciate any ideas, and I'll make a tutorial on whoever you want me to teach you how to edit like next. If you like this, leave a like, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Usually know, but now this shit don't feel right. You made me put away my pride.